They go, they went to someplace.
St. John.
They go to St. John every year. Although last year,
Place to be.
yeah, it is. Last year, I think they were in New Zealand, but yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, this is our agenda. Okay, it is now. I'm out. We have one more minute by my watch. Okay, I call the meeting to order. Attendance, where everybody's here except for Michael Broad, who is away. I don't see him signing in, so. Okay, now the next thing is to approve the meeting minutes of our meeting of January 8th.
I'll second that.
Do I have a motion?
I'll second that.
No, you have to make the motion. I can't make the motion.
I'll make.
I can't make the motion as chair.
So moved.
Do I have, okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve the meeting minutes of January 8th. Is there any discussion?
I got some questions for Laura. So these are your first minutes? Is this your second minutes or your second?
Second time.
Okay. No, they look great.
Okay.
They do. No, they do. I
Okay.
want to be a little more specific on a couple of things. Under discussion of joint meeting, climate community grants up to 5 million. Could we add a description of what that is? I mean, that's a specific type of grant, isn't it?
That is for the ground heat pump.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Yes.
Ground pump.
Yeah, just in the next line, it pretty much says it's for a heating system, but I knew it, I knew it was for something environmental. I forgot it was a grant. There's another thing I had here. Oh, a greater, greater with the D, not a T. Cheese grater.
You're right, that's what I was gonna say. Cheese grater.
And I think there was one other. I guess that's it.
Very good, very.
So just, I mean, so like, just like climate community grants up to 5 million for ground source heating.
Ground source heat pump.
Heat pump, okay.
Oh, under old library, septic conversion for bathroom. What were we talking about? Specifically, what's that about? Do you remember?
Ah,
We were talking about, like pumping these,
Mhm.
well, these septics.
A little.
And we were talking about potentially, well, Michael was saying that we wouldn't have to pump this one maybe ever because it's
Right.
right,
designed for a school with 250 or 200 kids or whatever, and that we don't have
right.
that populace here. And then we were just talking, we don't have any of that kind of septic over at the,
No, we have no septic because we don't have a bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah, septic conversion is probably not the right.
Yeah, I think just something more specific about what we were talking about, which I honestly don't remember really what that was. Sounds like Nate has it figured out better than I do.
Well,
Wasn't it, what's it called?
I discussed septic options.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it
Just
was
that
called.
building.
It was funny to hear Mike talking about his own.
Really?
That was an unusual situation.
Mm,
No, these look great, Laura.
Very, very good. Very good minutes. We thank you very much for taking it on.
Yeah, it's not a fun job, I know.
So do I. Okay. So now review what's come in on capital requests, and I have paperwork up the wing one for all of you. Start. On the highway, I don't have much, as we were just chatting about, but I'm gonna pass you what I have, which includes notes, George's email from David.
Yeah, I just forwarded it, that's all.
Yeah, I know, and I just made copies of it and sent it to everybody. The one detail we have is the pump that would be used to that when you want to put
Oh, yeah, the sprayer.
the sprayer, thank you. Yes. But we will get everything. Okay, the school. Here is the. Okay, these are all, I clipped them all together to keep them kind of with each other. Fired. You. Let's go back in here. That's for Michael. Look, here comes the fire department.
Is it 6,000 each or 6,000 for both?
I believe it was 6,000. What is it?
Never end up once.
I believe it was 6,000 for both
Yeah, it's 6,000 for both.
here.
That's the snow blowers?
Yes.
Yeah, 6,000.
Fire. It's not bad. Here is the clickers for the town meeting. Oops.
Those are the top of the line.
Tractor wheels, I like it.
Yeah.
Or I'm missing one, but that's okay. That's good. That's okay because he can. Once he gets in, and this is the piece that I think we saw last week that Haley gave us on the storage of records. That is what I thought. I gave us 20 minutes or 15 minutes to take a look at them if you want. So if we have any questions, then we can get a hold of the people. And this tells you also who we have to have in to discuss things. I did not hear from the building committee, but I chatted with one of the members. He was doing the checking out the electric here and I said, I haven't gotten anything. And he said, well, we still have money from about 2 years ago. So that he does, to the best of his knowledge, he's not going to be requesting anything.
I do have an update for school.
Well, we're going to talk to you on that.
Yep.
That's our thing today, review them with you. And and we never did hear from LWAC, but then again, we've got other issues going on down there with respect to a sinkhole or something
Yeah,
around the
the whole
culvert.
damn thing.
We
Yeah.
we cannot use CPA because it has to happen in the fiscal year. So because it's happening now, we can't apply for
Right,
it.
because by the time
If something,
the application process is all starting July 1st next year.
if we know in advance from the design team, or if we have some idea of what we might expect, then put in for some funding.
Do we have adequate funds now to do the work that needs to?
I understood it was gonna be quite expensive.
I don't have the most recent figures from Gail. I know it's in the ballpark of like $73,000. So
The special town meeting possibly.
yes, we did declare a state of emergency so we can spend, but we will have to backfill
Right.
at that town meeting.
Oh, that's good. So we might be able to wait till annual town meeting to do that.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Town meetings are expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're extremely expensive. There's the school things
Yeah.
like that. But if you want, just take a look at everything else and come and just glance at it at the moment and see whether there's anything else that you can see in there that more things that are missing. Now, I was talking with Lenny, the fire truck. And of course, he's waiting to hear from people, but what he did tell me, he's basically got the possibility of 3 different trucks, 2 of which are standards. In other words, they're just a truck that's made for everybody. The only problem is they're too big.
Mhm.
Because as he says, one of them is so big that you literally could not walk around the truck in the station. So anything you do on the truck has to be done outside. The other one, the small one, is the one that's the most expensive because it is the one that is made to spec.
Okay.
And, and it would very nicely fit because it's the same size as the current engine. He's also priced out the possibility, because apparently some people have talked to him, but oh, let's just refurb the whole engine. And that without any bells, whistles, or anything else, that's $500,000.
Well, that doesn't seem worth it at all.
No, it isn't.
Right.
But anyway, he and I had a very interesting chat on the whole issue of the fire truck.
So should he have put the higher amount? He says that they go from between 700 to 900.
The 900,000 is, yes, because that would be
Okay.
these, but we can talk to him on that.
Okay.
But it was an interesting chat because it gave me, it was like, okay, great. So you get something that's not specialized and it's too big or big. And, you know, it's a lot of the compartments are taken up with all of the fancy dancy stuff now you have to do for, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he said that next year it's going to be even worse because next year the federal government's coming out with more specs.
Oh, so we really should try to do it
Yes.
this year.
Yeah, definitely. Because we don't want to get caught in more,
Add another 10% to the cost, you're
Yeah.
saying?
at least 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he already knows that's coming in. So it was like, oh boy.
So you just overwhelmed us all with paper. Thank you.
Yes, I did want you all paper.
So I was wondering if we could just go down the list of what we think we have before we start.
Okay. Oh, no, by all means.
Them. This capital improvement one here,
Okay, which is,
town hall record.
yes, that's
that's-
all of this that's over here on our.
And so this is different from the clickers.
Yes, oh, that's totally different.
All right, so I want to get this on my list, because I was just want to make sure I can show the FinCom everything that we're
Yeah.
looking at. Want to make sure I got it right. So Kaylee, $6,600, that's.
No, it adds up.
No, it's total.
Going, but we wouldn't have, according to what you said one other time, we would not have to do it all at once.
No, so the representative that I spoke to from Data Tree Discovery said that you can do it. You could definitely just go à la carte and pick which ones you want to focus on. I would really like to clear out this basement and the ones that are in the hall. And I had talked to Kat Hilton and she also wanted to kind of take advantage of that too. So I think for me, prioritizing would be down here and the public health ones, because then that frees up office space for Mateo. We can do a little reconfiguring in there with the table and make it a better workstation. So those would be my two, like, I would really like to do that next year. And then we can just kind of pace ourselves. But the nice thing about the process is so that they take everything, they scan any notes, they scan any sticky notes. And so they just go section by section. If you need those for like a records request, they will send it to you. So you don't have to worry about not having access to your files. And then they'll give everything to you on a thumb drive. And then if you want, they can even shred them offsite. So we could just eliminate all this paper storage. You know, I know that like the Spear Committee has talked about maybe reusing the space. It'd be a lot more functional if we didn't have all the clutter.
Mhm.
And it looks nicer too.
Board of Health, 6,000.
Yep.
And
Hallway, 2,500, and then the 3 downstairs.
Yes.
So you're
which
looking
is, I
at
guess, probably most of, I see planning board here.
28.
I don't know. what-
Yeah, I think that was what I had put in my initial estimate. Which I thought I wrote on the sheet and then I realized I didn't. I'm sorry.
We could add it up.
I can.
Yeah, it's around 27,000, maybe she's want to use a round number. Just for now, but again, what you're thinking, we don't necessarily need to do it all in one
No,
year.
no, she was very clear. You can do it all. Like they can take payment plans, like they were pretty flexible.
And so, right, and so we don't get a discount for doing all this at once. These prices are.
Now, and I think there are some
Well,
grants too, so like we could do some of it on our own. We could apply for a grant to try to have to cover more of the cost. But like then that gives us like a really solid digital archive, which we don't have.
Let's start with the hallway. Start with something like cheap, right? Start with like the hallway.
Well, I
see
think-
how they do.
Let's,
Yeah.
well, that would.
Cause this, like, this would be great to get going. Then, like I said, have you been to the upstairs meeting room?
No,
Oh, so there's like a little, like, room and it has Mateo's office and it has this giant table that you can't really get around. And then it has this huge wall of files.
Sure.
So it would free up his space. You know, because theoretically, like you could put like another person in there, you know, if you really needed to, or like anything you want really.
26,850. All right, so that's,
And then you
on.
want part of that or that whole, you guys?
I don't know, we need to talk
But
about,
that's
yeah.
one of the, but that's one of the issues that actually the finance committee would talk about, not necessarily us.
Let's finance committee make any decisions about any of this, please.
Okay.
They're, right now, finance committee's like, how are we gonna pay for anything?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I would, one other thing
yeah.
about this is that this also aligns with a select board goal they gave me when I first started was to help find a way to manage all this storage.
Have you talked to anyone that's already used this firm?
No, but I could definitely do that.
I think it may be an idea
Mhm.
just to,
Giving references. always-
yeah, get references. It's
I
always a
still
good
like the
idea.
idea of just doing one room
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
See how it goes, see if the data really is as accessible as you think it is.
Mhm.
You know, one day, just call them up and say, I need this, or
Yeah.
go and check the file and make sure it's there and just test it.
Yep.
And stress test it.
Yeah, yeah.
So these items that we have here today, counting the parking lot, 1.2 million is,
And that was a guess.
That was
Remember,
a guess.
that was based
Okay.
on South Deerfield.
oh, that's right. Yeah,
That's gonna be significantly lower.
I would, well, we don't know that.
Talked to,
Mhm.
Haley talked to Carlos today.
Yep.
So we're just waiting on the snow to melt to get,
Who's Carlos? I'm sorry.
Carlos is, sorry.
No, that's okay. I think you can.
Yeah, Carlos is the representative from the Berkshire Design
Okay, thank
that
you.
we met with.
Yeah.
Haley and I met with him recently. We walked around the parking lot. We described all the issues. And there was also like talk of ADA compliance.
Mhm.
And Haley is put in for a grant.
Yeah, so we have a grant with FERCog is helping us with to do an ADA assessment
Mhm.
on all the town buildings because there are some problems with the way that things are currently now. And the sidewalks at the elementary school and among some other things
Mhm.
at throughout town. I did say to Carlos, I don't know how quickly that grant process will move, so he may wanna think about including that.
Yeah.
But it's not like anyone's gonna be able to get out there until the snow melts, at least for the exterior of the building.
And are they looking also at the business of the tank, the water tank? With the.
For the ADA assessment?
No,
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 what was that included in
The-
your conversation?
yeah, with the,
Yep, we talked about the oil tank, we talked about the
Yeah.
30,000.
So he's got the overhead views.
yes, good. Well, that's what I was concerned about, that he had the overhead view.
I mean, if you go down the school driveway now, they plowed double wide, so they're plowing the grass. There's a sidewalk there. So we talked to Carlos about that, about widening
Yeah.
that front entrance, so we're not damaging
Mhm.
lawn that needs
Yes.
to get reseeded in the spring, and it's
Right.
just like, so, yeah, it should be a pretty good proposal he puts together, and he was pretty conscious of costs and
Yeah.
was really, you know,
All the time, I'm sure.
yeah,
He lives in town
Oh,
and his wife is a teacher.
well, Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland, oh, sorry. We're close
Yeah.
by.
I was thinking of who was Carlos in town.
Yeah, no, and so he seems like he's very like knows what's going on and knows the
Yeah.
budget issues, and so you know, we can work with him. He's not gonna like,
That's good.
and none of the thing that I was worried about was that he'd be doing these assessments and they trigger a you know, of some bylaws,
Yes.
State
and
law or
nothing
something.
he's gonna do is gonna trigger an event.
some regulation that
That
we're not
gonna have to like quickly.
this much.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that was kind of one of my fears.
So,
When I first talked to him, I was
Oh
like,
my
my goodness, you know, so this could get away from us.
So the grant would be applied against Carlos's cost.
No, that grant is solely for an assessment, so it's not gonna cover any
Oh.
construction costs, but it looks at the buildings and it looks at town policies. So, yeah, the grant was only like 9,000 and change, that definitely won't cover,
Yeah.
but it could help do the assessment part, and then that could be one less thing he has to do, potentially.
And we still have that 24,000 set aside for some sidewalk. And so this, you know, could help
Yeah, that's something.
something.
It's money.
So when we think we might hear back from him?
He needs the snow to melt.
Oh, so.
Yeah, we talked today. He is gonna swing by the school tomorrow and just do like some preliminary looks, but you can't get a good idea until that's gone.
Of course.
Right, but for town meeting, if we're gonna want to do a warrant article,
Mm,
might not be able to wait. I mean, yeah, the snow melts mid-March, maybe you could, but we'll be cutting it close.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna check in again tomorrow after that, so we can maybe get some better idea if he can maybe get something by the end of the month but
more snow coming on the weekends.
I know it's not helping.
2 inches this weekend and then more next week.
Yeah.
It might be a real,
Oh, I love it.
yeah, the roofs, well, we've been melting lately, but I was worried about the roof.
Okay, anyway, anything else on any of the other sheets that right off the top of your head that jump out at you?
So I just wanted to mention to everybody, I just entered all these on
Thank you.
the finance committee's list. I would award them to look at the numbers and try to figure out how we fund each of these things. 1.2 million is a monster all on its own.
Yeah.
But, and the highway's gonna be, fire truck's gonna be a big one too.
Yeah, that could be.
If I use 1.2 million and then 776 for the fire truck, the bottom line on our request is 2.1 million,
Yeah, well,
2.1.
except it's gonna be higher on the fire truck if they go with the smaller truck because of
Yeah.
the need to get it in the fire station.
So what number should I put in here?
900,
Okay. Right, so the number is
yeah, lot.
2.3 million,
Yeah.
2265.
Yeah.
So that's what the finance committee is gonna be facing, and
Yeah.
we're already at the max on debt in the budget, so I don't. Something like a parking lot. Financing that, a debt exclusion override makes more sense. You can spread it over the
Yeah.
longer term and it drops out of the
Yeah.
tax bill.
Now, the fire truck, what is the term for borrowing on that?
Not for 5 years.
No, I think they extended it a while ago.
Further.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was 10 or 15. I don't remember.
I wouldn't want to go too far.
No, but I just remember that it was,
7 would be,
yeah, well, maybe it's 7. I'm not sure what it is. I just remember they changed a lot of those. Probably, God, it must have been when I was still a treasurer somewhere, so probably 15 years ago.
well, that's good to hear, actually,
Yeah.
because
Well, they got
that's,
smart. The state got smart and realized that there's no way you can fund it. And, and it's too short a period of time because the life of the thing is much longer than that.
Yeah, and the thing about the parking lots, we just kind of have to get that ball rolling.
Yes.
There's so many things and.
Yep.
And Carlos was talking like, this can't happen, we have to put this in now because it may not happen this summer, but so you have to kind of
Yeah.
really start planning ahead.
well, that'll be good to know too, when the work can be done, because that can affect when the financing happens.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
It
And
can't happen this summer. I think that he kinda
Yeah.
made that clear.
So it's not,
Even if we were able to pass, a thing in April,
so,
we couldn't get
Right.
to work.
so if it doesn't happen, it won't happen in fiscal 27 then.
it would be the spring at the earliest
Yeah.
of 27,
Yeah.
Right.
probably
Yeah.
so.
Fiscal 27, yeah.
right? Yeah,
And you have to time it too, when with contractors are gonna be
Mm.
wanting work.
Well, and
that's good from a
yeah,
financing point of view.
that is a really good,
It delays when we have to come up with 1.2 and we can try to deal with. some-
Stagger it.
And also with these grants, with these, with
Mhm.
these, that heat pump grant, and trying to couch some of that money in there.
I just heard on the radio, on the television last night, they were talking about a grant program that's people just applied for, towns, and some of them applied for it for graders and got it. And then there's also,
Yeah.
did we?
Yeah,
Okay.
250. David hasn't heard back yet.
Oh, okay. But this is stuff that, it was really heavy duty stuff. A lot of it involved storage and sort systems and all that stuff. But it also involved in a couple of smaller towns, graders.
Mhm.
And there's also something that, ERCOG had applied for and gotten. And there's another round coming up. I'll give you the information. But it dealt with, once again, a lot of the towns are going for graders.
That makes sense.
And the state has been throwing a lot of money at chapter 90
Yeah,
and
yeah,
roads
we
in
know,
general. They've really been trying to get the bridges straightened out. There's a lot of bridges that you have to kind of drive around, especially Montague, but I think the state is really trying to get rid of that backlog.
Yeah.
So that makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah, I'll give you these. I'll try to remember. You're not gonna be in tomorrow, so I'll try to remember to do it on Monday or,
Yeah, or you can send it to me. So So we had that big meeting to talk about grants. I think in December. And we had to set the date for the other one. But so basically I was able to go some computer assistance and create like a table of different grant opportunities and match that against our capital plan and our decarbonization roadmap.
Mm.
And it gave like, in the fall, here are the grants that you want to look at. And then in the spring, you want to prep this. So we can get really organized on these things much easier.
Great.
Something like that.
Very good.
Oh, by the way, I didn't have the grader on here.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it's not gonna cost us anything. I mean, it's not gonna.
Well, theoretically, no,
I
from
gotta,
what David said, no.
right, but I still gotta put it on.
Yeah, you do have to put it on, even though it's hopefully not going to cost. you
Yeah,
much.
hopefully it's not gonna affect the cash.
Right. So give everybody hemorrhages. But anyway, Unfortunately.
2.7 million.
yeah. But but this is a perfect example of where we've held off buying anything
Yes.
for so long that it's all coming back to bite us.
So hitting us still on.
It's all hitting it, but at any time is a wrong time for this kind of money.
No, that's true.
And and it's just one of those things that we have to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, whether it's now or later, it has to be done.
Yeah.
And that's your email,
Yeah. And for his,
right?
I just looking for the number he was giving us, but he gave us a range of numbers on that.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting 400,000 in.
Anyway, so. Anything else on all the stuff I gave you? Then let's start with Nate.
So I have some update, an update for.
Okay.
Things like I talked to, went back to the school committee and talked about the snow blowers before. There was an incident with the basketball hoop, and we like kind
Yeah.
of talked about that. And I think we're all like, no, snow blowers are the town doing it, and we'll supplement snow blowers. That would be a really big big deal if we were able to save that kind of money and not have to get a tractor. The other thing was the gym.
Oh, yes.
Jimmy Nate's, placing the mechanics. Talked to, Matt Foster and Frank McGill with the buildings committee. And we have the initial quote. This is from 22 of 15,741 for the, gymnasium equipment. Frank and Matt and I discussed the possibility of, instead of a mechanical one, a manual one. Where you can
Oh,
walk with it.
Yeah.
That would save a bunch of money. So that is between $3,000 and $10,000. And I have more of a breakdown that Frank gave me. But he's gonna work with the buildings committee to kind of come up with that quote and that bid, but that could save us $5 to.
How's administration at Schofield about that?
I think they're on board with, I think they just want to have it function.
Is that gonna impact the annual town meeting? If we can't move the,
Well, you'll be able to move it. The question is,
Move it, we're gonna be able to move it for town
Okay.
meeting. The
okay.
problem is if it's moved every weekend.
Oh,
for
I see,
pickleball,
just like
it's
the
gonna
wear and
end up
tear. Gotcha,
breaking.
okay.
So they just want to minimize the movement, but if we had a
Gotcha.
walk behind
Mhm.
one.
it would be solid enough that you could just, as you need it.
And so Frank's, his thing is, quality for, first for longevity, so that's what they're.
Yes. And use, and so I'm wondering what it would look like when you pull it open completely. It's gonna affect those walkways
Mm.
down the side. I'm wondering how they would tuck it in, because the width of that gym, that's a lot of curtain.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious how that looks, but I like,
How they have it now, where
it goes up,
goes up.
it rolls. Right now, there's a motor on a shaft. I know, because I used to play basketball. We played pickup basketball there for years, and we'd come in and sometimes it was down and go over. There's the keys on top of it. You turn the key and then it just it goes right off.
Gotcha. So that's something they're gonna work out. And so that's, I think I talked to you about at the libraries, like trying to get the building committee like in on a lot of these things for the school, and get them in the loop. And that's what I'm working on, so.
Good. Yeah, no, that's a conversation I've had with a number of people now, is having one facility manager just keep track of the building, so the librarian, the principal, and even Haley, they don't have to take care of the buildings they're in. They can do their own jobs.
I'm not an expert. I don't think you want me really managed.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah, I could learn.
I mean, I think that's what Anne is feeling in
Yeah.
the school committee, is that we're spending a lot of time on building stuff. that-
And it does seem like we're going in circles at times. We've talked about a lot of this stuff and we really haven't dug our teeth into solutions yet.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. That is paving and the whole sidewalk. and
Paving's been,
everything.
yeah, been talked about. The paving's been talked about for years. The sidewalk's been talked about
For even more years and,
Yeah.
10 years at least.
Yeah.
I was playing basketball when we were talking about it.
yeah, I know. It's back a ways. And now it's the time to actually do it because we have to.
Well, you don't want kids falling on the sidewalk.
You don't want that liability.
I don't want to hurt the kids.
So we want the kids to be healthy and happy. We want the roads to be good and we want a fire truck when we need it.
Yes,
So there,
yeah.
Well,
So in my mind, there's no question, I'm totally supportive of the curtain. I'm supportive of the snow blowers for sure.
I think the snow blower, thank goodness, but rather than doing a tractor, which means one person operates, now you've got two people to operate, which means you can get rid of the snow even faster.
it's that.
And those,
I'll still have the track,
Yeah.
and it's just, that's on its way out. So
Mhm.
seems like a win.
yeah, it does. And it's a lot cheaper than tractor, absolutely. I was
Much.
pretty happy to see this versus what we were looking at before. So what's the justification for the parking lot? I mean, what, and I haven't read this, so maybe I need to read this.
Justification.
Yeah, I'm just, is it, and really, I know we've had issues with, I just want to understand the issue when we so I can talk intelligently about it.
Yeah,
I'm asking
yeah,
them.
yeah. I mean,
I know there was issues with the way the school buses are coming around.
there's an issue with that, let's see. How could you like pitch it?
Well, you know what? Actually, I think we don't need to pitch it.
Yeah,
We have somebody who's gonna do an assessment.
Mhm.
That's when you're gonna get the information.
exactly.
So this guy, I forget his name already. Carlos. So what is this job? What is he?
he works for Berkshire
Design.
Design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Berkshire Design Group.
So they
He's
do.
not a paver, he's not a road
He's a
guy.
landscape architect.
So he's our consultant to assess it and give us.
And
what
then
we
they do
come
all
up
three
with.
things. They do surveying, they do the design, and then they also do this like municipal, like, meetings, like town meeting stuff, like figuring out how to pitch it to the town.
Okay, so then I'm asking that question too soon, it sounds like.
There is though, I think what stood out to me in the walkthrough that we did is like the buses. So you go down and then the buses are by the playground. And there's not really like a clear path of like where the kids should be going that is gonna separate them from the oncoming traffic. And then because some parents get into the mix,
Mhm.
the school buses themselves are sometimes parking on, what is that mound?
Yeah, that's where the oil tank is.
That on top of like where the oil tank is. So we need better demarcation and then some of like the sidewalk things, like he was saying that where the curb meets the driveway is not ADA compliant because the grade is not correct. So it's not, and you don't have the right turning radius. So if I'm in a wheelchair, the turn is too tight to get from. So those are some of the things that just stood out to me when we did that walkthrough. So there's I would couch it in, making sure that we're not damaging anything under the ground, but then maximizing safety.
And the condition of the pavement itself in the parking lot.
It's pretty rough. I mean, they
Yeah.
do patch jobs, and so it's just, those frost heaves or whatever they get,
Right,
they just get torn up again. You're just putting more and more.
every time a plow goes over
Every time.
from us, Steve, I'm sure it's,
You know what I mean? So it's just like you're throwing more pavement down, and
so it really is in poor condition.
Oh, yeah.
it is.
We expected.
Well,
this.
when was the last time it was paved?
Yeah, it's, well, this says over 10 years, right?
Well,
Oh, it needed for the
discuss-
last 10 years.
Yeah.
93 is when we did the addition.
That's what I was thinking. And that was back in what year?
93.
93.
Yeah,
So
That's 30
You know-
plus years.
it needed to be replaced 10 years ago.
yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Right, did I see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So-
I'm assuming that this will also include the sidewalks
That's,
because that,
they all tie into it.
Yeah.
And then we talked about, a big part of it is drainage. So we're-
yes,
Big part of it is looking at drainage and then
Yeah.
gutter.
yeah, because we couldn't do
That's how you get
anything on,
longevity, is if you engineer properly.
we couldn't do anything on the driveway and the sidewalks until we re-roofed the building in order to make sure the drainage was right off of the
And that's
roof.
what-
And so now that that's done, now the logical step is to go,
It's not just putting pavement down.
Yeah,
yeah.
right,
Thinking.
right. And that's why that's why we're using 1.2 million too.
And that is, like I said, that is from Deerfield Academy.
Oh, it's Deerfield
Not
Academy, oh, Deerfield.
Elementary,
Mhm.
and their parking lot is much bigger than ours.
Yes.
But
they have a bigger
that's
school.
just, that's like 2028 money.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's
who
true. I
knows?
mean, just for that.
Who knows?
Right, in his assessment, would he have an idea of ranges of the costs for the work?
I would imagine. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been doing it a while.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, we need to see that. And then I guess now we're just wondering about the timing for town meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think also like putting money away, because you said that this is not like, it's not likely gonna happen next year. But if we can put a significant chunk away, then we can stretch that out over time.
Yes.
Unlike the fire truck, which you probably can't do that.
Well, no, actually, the fire truck, given the fact that even, what was it, the two that were big, because they are a standard, so to speak,
Mhm.
fire truck, that was going to be 14 months.
Oh,
And the other, if you have the specialty one, which is going to be the smaller one, it's even longer.
no.
So we're not in looking at this coming
Right,
fiscal
so
year
correct
at
me if
all.
I'm wrong then. Municipal financing, if we approve it in May, Lenny gets the order out by the end of May.
Yeah.
He's not getting.
Well, first of all, he wouldn't get it. He shouldn't even order it until July, when
So
we're in the
that
fiscal
means-
year.
Right, so we're in fiscal 27,
Yeah,
means he's not getting it till fiscal 28.
28
The
at the
first debt
earliest.
payment would be fiscal 29.
I think well, it depends if the debt's 6 months and it could be late in,
So it's possible half
Yeah.
of it would be,
Right.
so the point is, from a finance point of view, we
Mhm.
can really plan for these things. We've
Mhm.
got some
you
time.
know, you
before
do
we
have
get
some
there.
time. On that one in particular, and the grader probably. I
Both
mean,
of
I have
those
no
things,
idea on the
the
grader.
parking
but-
lot and the fire truck. The grader hopefully is covered.
Yeah, I know.
We might have to deal with that, I understand.
Yeah, and it may be that it's not gonna be needed. I mean, we're not gonna, it's gonna take longer to create the thing
Mm,
Might be
than
another thing.
it may, yeah.
Right, it takes longer.
Yeah, because anything big you have is gonna take more than a year
Yeah.
to create,
Yeah.
especially if you're doing, the,
And it's
Not
not
the
like they're
standard.
sitting on the parking lot. waiting to
no,
get picked
that's
up.
the issue. And it's harder and harder to get these things, as we've already been told by mega people.
Right, but this is all helpful for us in the finance committee to try to plan how to finance this stuff.
Right,
Because we have a lot of debt right now.
I know.
We got 3 items and we're praying
And how close are they to being completed,
2 or 3 more years.
really?
Yeah, but I.
And then
we're
we
gonna
have,
talk
and
about-
now we have the track at the
Oh, yeah.
ice, and remember at the town meeting, we also approved something to do with their
Middle
roof.
school.
Yeah, their junior high roof
We're
or
tracking the
something.
middle school roof.
I don't know what they're doing with that though, because there's something about Amherst wanting to pay for more.
Yeah, they want to go over the auditorium. And so
Yeah.
it's gonna add to the cost.
Yeah.
So the Amherst said, just do it. You don't bother the other towns, just to keep it going, make it a part of what we've all approved. That's kind of weird. I
That
don't know
is
how that's
very
gonna play
weird.
out. It's so an Amherst-like.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. I'm surprised. They're being generous, honestly, so I won't complain. Yeah, I'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But, so we have a debt service schedule,
Mhm.
that they give us.
Yeah, I know.
And
And we
it
know
ramps
they-
up in a big way. And again, finance committee's problem, but it ramps up in a big way. It's debt excluded. So basically, it's gonna go in the tax rate, it's gonna come out, and
Yeah.
it won't affect our capacity within the
Right,
tax
right.
levy, but it's gonna add to the, well, whatever.
Yeah. whatever.
I digress, but
No, that's okay.
just trying to think this stuff through. So, yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah. I really think it's very helpful. But it's still not gonna, it's helpful, but I mean,
We're still facing it. Yeah, we
we're
gotta.
facing it.
Well, you're in finance. I mean, one of the things I'm thinking is we might be able to take some cash and pay down some of the debt we have now.
Mhm.
And if we can do that, that creates capacity in the budget.
Yeah.
For the new debt that's coming.
Yeah.
We gotta run the numbers. We don't know, but we need to look at that and see if
Yeah.
that's a possibility and also.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, incidentally, I ought to tell you, and it's not gonna be much, but our FERCog assessment's going up too. Because our EQV was higher than the average of all the 27 towns.
I believe that.
Yeah, I was surprised. And what they did was anybody who was under, and I think the percent was, the magic percent was like 18%. Anybody above 18%
Mhm.
has paying more and anybody below is paying less.
There's a lot of those small towns in our county that, we got a lot of people working at UMass, and so our EQV looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, well,
Compared
it
to
wasn't, yeah, it was pretty.
Lyden and.
But then you have Sunderland, which is the highest because they had a huge complex come in,
Mhm.
a huge living complex somewhere up there, and I have no idea where. That up there's like, you couldn't believe the percentage increase, their EQB. So they're at the top of the heap. Irving, on the other hand, went down because no, what is it? Power plant or
Paper
something?
mill.
No, the power plant.
You're talking,
Yeah.
Northfield Mountain.
Well,
That's-
one of something anyway, apparently is not online anymore and therefore the taxes are down. And the value's down. I know it was Irving. It
Hmm.
wasn't Rowan. That surprised me.
Well,
And so their EQV went crashed basically.
it's not Northfield, huh?
Yeah,
Something in Irving. Yeah, I don't
it
know.
was Irving. I'm pretty sure I could look. I've got the
No,
list. But anyway, just a warning, it's only going up. Well, of course, also, we're now in the electrical inspector program, so that's another kick up. And a couple of the other programs have upped their fees, like one of them up to like $50 for everybody. I mean, not big bucks, but all that.
Mhm.
It's bringing us up probably, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000. But I'll give it to you. I've forgotten to pull it out. Yeah, that came out, that was last week, that was approved by FERCog, so. But anyway, it's just another thing going up in the budget. And do we know, and I know this has nothing to do with us, do we know if there's anybody looking at getting out of Hampshire group insurance?
Yes, Ryan's been working on it.
Okay.
Has
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because four of the FERCog and four towns have already gotten out.
There's a meeting on Monday. Ryan is we're gonna discuss it after. I think initially when I spoke to him last, his feeling was not to pull out, even though it seems counterintuitive, it's better to stay in right now. And that really, when you look across the board, there's not a whole lot of difference anywhere. I mean, they're all going up pretty
Yeah, they are.
quickly.
He told the finance committee, he thought he thought they were better than GIC in terms of the coverages they're offering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And GIC apparently is not.
GIC's only going, GIC's going up 12%.
Yeah.
That's because FERCog went with GIC.
Yeah, Brian, he didn't sound like he
No.
thought there was real benefit to jumping. I know the legislature has a bill that supposedly, if passed, is going to help towns make the jump. If they decide to, they're going to make it.
Well, also,
Recently.
we already know that the state government has bailed out GIC in the past.
Yeah, I think they were in a deficit last,
Yeah.
so they're not like a strong position. I
Anyway,
thought that too at one point.
I was just wondering if anybody's looking at that because somebody else, I want to say it was Deerfield. I'd have to go over the meeting again.
Southampton did it.
Well, Deerfield actually went with a consultant. And I think I may have made a note of the name of the consultant.
Well, I just hope that Ryan ultimately comes in with a lower number than he gave us first time around. He thought he might be able to lower it. Well, I'm hoping he can because it was not a small number.
None of them are small numbers on that issue now.
Yeah, one year after the other.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah.
So
Anyway. Okay, so what are we looking at in terms of the school? Definitely going with the with, correct me if I'm wrong, definitely going with the snow blowers. I mean, that's an easy,
That'd be great.
I vote for it.
I think-
Yeah, I would, if we want, do you usually vote?
yeah, we usually vote on them,
Yeah.
but, okay. So we're going to recommend proposal that,
That would be awesome.
okay, well, okay.
Okay, yeah,
So
no, I'm
can
behind.
I have a motion then?
I make a motion that we recommend the purchase of 2 snow blowers for the elementary school.
Do I have a second.
I second that.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Okay, so it's unanimous. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is the mechanics for the cafetorium.
Now, again, that is down, my new quote is $3,000 to $10,000. I have a breakdown, from Frank on what those costs could potentially be. And the buildings committee is gonna put those costs together and get a bid. So that would be, could be lower. We could say a high end of $10,000 rather than 50.
Or do you want to wait until we get,
I kind of feel like
think
we
we
want to
oughta wait.
wait and get.
let's wait. Let's wait on that
Well,
one.
I'm okay with moving ahead with it and just get the lowest price you can, but yeah, that's right.
I think like what you brought up, like where's the walking one gonna go? So I think all those things need to be looked at.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that sounds good.
I mean, we can postpone discussion on that until later in this
Yeah.
budget cycle. Okay, and then the driveway and parking lot.
So it sounds like we're gonna wait on that one too.
I think.
Yeah, I think-
Waiting on that
Yeah.
to hear back from the Berkshire's.
Right, okay, so we only have the one that we've approved.
That's
At least
awesome.
At least
Great.
we've thrown one of them out,
That's great.
taken care of it. Makes me feel at least a little bit better. One's done.
Yeah.
Okay, and now our next question is to schedule meetings with the departments.
Yeah, I was thinking for Dave, well, and I was wondering,
Dave, I mean, oh
I'm
God,
jumping up ahead of your.
it keeps,
Oh, wait.
budget keeps going, I mean, his time is at a premium.
Mhm.
Real pen, huh?
Want a pen?
No, that's.
Oh, we don't. They're all highlighted.
They're all, yeah, they're all markers.
People must have stolen them.
It's all right. Write it down. For Dave, what I was gonna say is I would just like to give him some options.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, definitely. That goes without saying. I totally agree with you. No, we have to give him options because of the craziness of what he,
And he's still, I gave him, yeah.
okay, well, now the next question is where do we want to start? We could very easily take yours and I don't know would represent the town clerk. Oh, well,
Well, that came in through the.
no, it wasn't town clerk. It's, yeah. The moderator. We could take both of them at the same meeting.
I don't think they'll take very long.
No, that's what I was
Three
thinking.
people.
Well, I'll tell you
Well-
one thing about the moderator is we could go to the mock town meeting and really see him in action and that'll help me make a decision.
That's true.
And when,
Who did you say was the other one? The moderator at the same time as?
Me.
Haley,
Oh, right, for the digital.
right.
I heard that Sunderland brought in those clickers and their meeting was, when they brought it in, their meeting was 45 minutes long.
Hey,
They had 32 items.
But it sounds like nobody talked though. And another question is,
I'm gonna.
did they also go have because they have cable access. Did they also have a cable access meeting before to explain what was happening at town meeting?
I wonder.
Because we used to do that in Boylston when I worked there.
Yeah,
And we would have, all of us would sit around and the cable access would broadcast it and we go over everything, the money and everything. As a result, our town meeting, which could have, 30 or 40 or 50 articles, will get done in 3 hours.
yeah.
And we had a lawyer, a very good lawyer as moderator.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we moved it right along.
Yeah.
But you need to have the public know in advance
Totally.
of what is being considered and why and discuss it or ask their questions before we have it. And we can't do that because we don't have any, well, we do.
Well, the finance
Report
committee
on
approved
Zoom.
each hearing And all the same questions get asked at town.
I know,
Yeah.
I know they do. Well, because,
You think it's gonna make it better, but it doesn't. It's just new people who weren't at the hearing.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
yeah, I know. Okay, so, but I'm just saying that if we want to have it real short, clicker or no clicker.
I think it's a shock. It's like the.
Okay, so when are we looking
I
at,
hear what she's saying.
yeah, when are we looking at our first meeting, everyone?
So I did want to tell everybody, I'm glad you brought this up. So the finance committee had initially had a date scheduled for us and they moved it to March tenth. So they would like to meet with us on March tenth. So,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. That gives us basically 30 days.
Could we do them by via Zoom, like a kind of, like we have it hybrid right now? We could do meetings.
You're here.
Or you just press a button?
Yeah, well, no, you have to be here to help.
That TV is beautiful.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
that
It's
in my
marvelous.
house.
Okay, and what
The football
time,
game this week.
what time did FinCom want us? you know?
I don't know. I can
Okay.
tell you, what time do we start? 7:30.
Okay,
Figure 7:30.
okay.
I'll send everybody an email and let you
Just
know
put on my,
when we get closer. But I think more importantly is. what
yeah,
can be
now we
done
need to
before
plan our,
we would-
yeah. Okay, so,
When was that digital clicker, I'm sorry,
I-
clicker,
I know I saw it, but I
I got it here.
may not have been
Yeah, when was the
available.
mock meeting, the mock town meeting?
I forget, I want to say it was the 7th, because it was like a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Seven, and what time of the day though? Because that's the day when we were gonna have snow. We're gonna have snow Friday night and Saturday.
March 7th,
Yeah.
so it's March 7th,
Do we know what time?
10 to 12 in the morning.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
that may not fly,
March 7th.
depending on the weather. Yeah, they're saying snow Friday night into Saturday
March
morning.
It's February.
Oh,
That's
this is
30
February.
days, that's 30 days
It
away.
still could happen, but yeah.
February is not 30 days away.
No, March 7th.
March 7th. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
March 7th.
That's okay.
And what was the time on that?
So, 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 to 12. Hear local people sharing their experiences, vote with clickers.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm
busy.
gonna call Becky and say, okay, tell me about your clickers at yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. She'll tell me.
Now, do we buy them? And then we have to worry about storing them?
I think there's 2 models. I think at the very least, there's a subscription fee, which is the norm for that. Everything now. Like, you don't own anything anymore.
Awesome.
I'm just
Companies
saying,
learn it,
like,
just cash flow, keep the money.
Yeah.
coming in.
if there's a total. So, so what she says for year 1, it's about 5,700, which includes 250 clickers with a useful life of 10+ years, IT support, and then each year thereafter would be about $500 for the program support.
I'm sorry, can you repeat? So we have to invest how much upfront?
Upfront investment is $5,733.
It really is $700 above our minimum we don't,
Right,
under what the rules are.
Right.
And
for
those
capital.
subscription fees, as we know with our streaming services, will increase over time.
Oh, I'm sure.
$500 will go up.
So all this stuff that she has on here, this order form, it adds up to 18,600, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
she had said something about a trade-in, because we do have some like old models that we got from Amherst.
We do.
Yeah, you're right, I did read that in her email.
Oh yeah, trading credit of $22 for each handset. And $150 for each working base system. I don't know what that is, but, so yeah, that's what shaves off the cost.
So this 18 isn't real, it's, the upfront is 5,700.
Mhm.
And then, of course, there's gonna be the subscription free fee on the very top. 3,000.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to hear from the moderator before I make a decision.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. That's gonna be on 3, 7. Doesn't give us much time. We're meeting with them on the 10th.
Yeah, meeting with us and, yeah, we're not gonna be able to decide at that month meeting, no.
Well, I'm not gonna be here anyway, because I've got another meeting. Meeting in the eastern part of the state that day.
No, and then only other people we need to talk to are, besides the moderator and town administrator,
Fire,
fire and highway,
fire and highway, yeah.
so. I'm available all month of February, except for the last week. Yeah, I'm available next week and the week after. And then, I'm back on March, and I'm fine the first week of March. Before that FinCom meeting. So the next 4 weeks, I just can't do that last week, unless we do Monday, I could do Monday.
I could,
I can't.
Third.
week
Okay.
of the 16th is better for me. Although Monday is a holiday, so we just have to keep that in
Oh,
mind.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's President's Day, isn't it?
Do we want to see if one of these guys can come to that meeting for, like? Are we gonna give him options like Lenny and Dave, or is this? Is that it?
Yes.
I think Dave, we're definitely going to have to give options to.
We should probably schedule Dave as early as possible, so when he can't make it because of a snowstorm, we can
Yeah.
get him back in for another day.
Exactly.
I have a school committee next Thursday at 7. Yeah. But that following Thursday is school vacation, that will be around.
The week of the 16th.
16th, yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a personnel board meeting on the 19th. It's
The
the
ninth?
third Thursday. No, the third Thursday of February, the 19th.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know if they're gonna put me on the agenda? Because remember I asked you to,
I don't know what their agenda looks like just yet, but I know that there are some other personnel issues that they gotta look at.
when are we meeting?
So, well, so what dates can we not do in those next 2 weeks?
I can't do next Thursday, and it sounds like Haley can't do the following Thursday.
No.
Okay, and I can't do next Tuesday.
Uh,
So maybe we can try and get somebody in on the 11th and maybe somebody.
No, well, no, that's not gonna be a good time because we're doing Devin swearing in at the library
Right.
at 5 o'clock.
Uh,
So that Wednesday's out, and I'm no good on Tuesdays because I'm either at the FinCom or the select board.
18th, 19th, 20th, let's try and I mean,
Yeah,
Here is
and I
the-
can do the 23rd too.
Yeah, 18 is
But then I'm
fine
out of
with
town.
me.
18 is good. I could do.
19 is okay with me. 20th is Saturday, the Friday, I'm
Well,
on my way to
Lenny,
Canada.
can we do, Laura, you can't do during the day, can you?
I can sometimes, it depends on like when, like, I mean, like which day, and it's like hard for me to predict
Yeah.
a little bit in advance, but I mean, if something goes on my calendar, then it will, I mean, it's
How
good.
about Nate? Were you available during the
I
day?
could be, can move stuff around. Could potentially.
Well, let's shoot for the evenings now. Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, if Dave's
Figure it
available.
out.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to figure it out. I'll talk to him. I'll send him an email tomorrow. I'll give him a phone call tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get him on the 18th, 19th, or 20th, and I'll let everybody
Okay,
know.
20th, I'm not here.
Oh, yeah, okay, and the 20th would be, it's
That's a Friday.
We don't want to do
No.
evening.
19, I have personnel board at, I think either 5 or 5:30.
Yeah.
So we'd have to be around that. If we could do it during the day, I think it would be easier to wrangle Lenny and Dave.
Yeah, especially Dave.
That's a good
You
point.
know, ostensibly they're here working, unless they took the day off.
Yeah, but take our minutes.
That's true. We got the AI record. We'll save them for you.
All right, I'll talk to them about, so is there a good time during the day, Laura, like, could you go to work late one day or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Maybe-
so I could go like the 11th,
11th? Okay, we're moving back down. Okay,
well, I'm just, yeah,
it's okay.
I could do the 12th in the morning.
I can too.
I'm gonna throw one more wrench into this. Nettie teaches,
Oh,
Oh,
so she cannot do anything during the day.
well, yeah.
well, we still have the 18th.
We're
as a-
doing fire, we're kind of looking at Dave and.
Just
Yeah.
do one for them, one
and
for her
Lenny,
later.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think that's it for eventually.
Like 20th, like anytime during the day.
Oh, that's good.
But
Yeah.
if you're out, like.
I'm out
All day.
all day. Yes, I'm taking a bus to Canada,
Oh, okay.
You don't wanna
New Brunswick.
zoom on the bus.
Not with
That's a long
40 or
bus
50
ride.
other people. Yeah, it is a long bus ride, but better than driving it.
And Wednesday night you're out.
No, it's Thursday night, so I can do Wednesday night. If we wanna do like morning
Oh,
with the guy.
next week.
too. Oh, wait a minute, what?
18th, we're looking at the
The
18th.
18th, yeah.
Okay.
My problem during the day is I have a mass collector treasurer's e-board meeting at 10:30. That's a Zoom.
I wish I had a pen. I could write all this stuff.
Yeah. I found one in that chart.
Because when I talked to Dave, so what times work for Dave? Wednesday? We're looking. Screensavers. So 18th, Wednesday the 18th. Anytime except. Anytime during the day.
No, my meeting goes 10:30 to 11:30.
All right,
Roughly.
except
Yeah.
10:30 to 11:30.
Right.
I could, I mean, I can't do that one until like 3 o'clock would be the earliest.
Okay. That's fine, then.
That's
You wanna do- So I'll try and do 3. I'll try and get, they wrap up pretty early at the highways, so,
No, I think they do 4 now.
okay.
Yeah, we could do.
I mean, Dave, I'm sure would.
I have,
stick around
I
for
have,
half hour
we have,
or something, but-
my husband and I have a Zoom at 3 o'clock to 4.
All right, I'm gonna try for 3 o'clock.
Oh, well, then if you do, I'm not here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cause
That's
I'm
what
looking
you
at
just
the,
said.
well, no, I'm looking at the schedule in the afternoon. I'm probably tied up until 4.
So I'm gonna try for 4.
Okay, try for 4.
That's 4 o'clock on the 18th. Now Thursday, the 19th.
I can do during the day, but I can't, I'll be busy from like 5 to 7.
Laura, what
Yeah.
about you? Same thing? No. trip?
Yeah, I can't do it during the day on that one. I mean, 5 is probably the earliest I could do.
Yeah, I'm clear on that day. So I can do 5.
And then nobody can do Friday.
Yeah.
And then what about Monday, the 23rd? Dave's gonna be a long time. I think Lenny's just got one item, but I think Dave, well, I don't know.
23rd's good. I don't have anything.
23rd, I'm tied up at night.
I could do.
I could do morning.
Morning, I could do before 10.
Before 10.
That's fine by me.
So I'll say, I'll put down 9 to 10 AM. Shoot for that.
Mhm.
And then Thursday,
20,
yeah, back to that. 5 to 7 is out in the evening.
okay, this is Thursday, 26th? What Thursday are we
19th.
talking? The 19th, okay.
And Laura, what was your deal again on Thursday? I'm sorry.
Thursday, 19th after 5. I mean,
After, oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm
Thursday
clear.
wasn't gonna work.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Thursday's not gonna work, because then Haley won't be available for that time.
What about the 26th?
Yeah, I guess.
You're away,
Yeah.
aren't you away?
Oh, yeah, I'm
You're
away.
away.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to San Francisco on the 25th.
This is the,
Yeah, visit
yeah,
my
Grandpa.
grandson. Yeah, Vern.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I don't blame you. I was talking to my sister who lives, we Zoomed the other night. She lives in the Sierras at 3,000 feet elevation.
God.
No, it was 70 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
That's nice.
really?
Yes,
it's the thing.
Tahoe has no snow this year. They're really sweating out how they're gonna
Raining.
get enough, get enough
I
water.
think the High Sierra is buried. I think Mammoth is buried.
I don't know. I just know that I couldn't believe it. She said 70.
Wow.
I felt like they sent it
I
out.
tried to get my wife to stay for a month in SF. She's like, I don't know if I can do that. Hey, so we got the week, March 6th to March
Mhm.
2nd to March 6th. So we got lots of
Yeah.
options there. I got forgotten about that.
Yeah,
So-
okay.
March. So
There, there.
which ones can't we do?
Not Tuesday.
I can't do Tuesday, yeah. I'm clear on, I'm okay on Wednesday. I'm okay, nothing on, nothing on Wednesday. I'm clear on all day Tuesday. And, Thursday, the 6th,
Fifth.
Thursday, the 5th rather. I have Rotary until 1, so after
Afternoon, well,
Afternoon.
Laura, after 3 o'clock
3 o'clock.
on any of those days we'll shoot for. I'll just say, I'm gonna try and say 3 o'clock on those days. And again, this is just for me talking to Dave, so
Yeah.
I don't know about Lenny.
I mean, Tuesday, Wednesday is fine. Thursday, I could probably make it work.
If we can get Lenny and Dave on the same day. and have
Yeah.
Lenny first.
My brain will explode.
Lenny just has one.
Yeah, that's true. And it may not be that tricky.
I don't think it's gonna be that tricky with Lenny.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
He knows what he needs.
Mhm.
And he knows where to get it. That helps.
Okay, so what we can do then is we'll get a date from Dave. And then we'll schedule a 2-hour meeting.
Mhm.
We'll get Dave in first and Lenny in second. See, hopefully Lenny will say, yes, I can do that day.
Right.
And if he can't, we'll do an hour with Dave and
Yeah.
we'll find another
Yeah.
day for Lenny. Okay.
Makes sense.
All
This
right,
is always
I'll
fun.
reach out to him tomorrow. Well, I
Thank you.
can't actually, I'll send an email tonight, but I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow, but okay. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
I'll let you guys know as soon
We're
as,
doing
let
that.
everybody know as soon as I know.
Okay. So at this point, we don't know when do we know when our next meeting is?
Do we
Well,
want, do you want?
No.
Yeah, I would probably
Yeah.
schedule that one first, but then we also need to do the moderator.
Yeah, moderator and.
Records. one,
So we need to know.
Which
when
needs to be
Dennis-
after 5,
Do
it sounds
we-
like.
Do we really think Lenny will take a full hour with the one thing?
I guess maybe.
Cause I feel, cause Nettie and mine's are pretty small.
I know.
Oh, yeah, so you're
You mean,
thinking.
you're thinking
one
back,
for-
all three of them together?
Bang them all out.
Yeah.
Well, so
Do you want to do that after the 7th, after the mock
Ugh.
town meeting?
that's okay. I don't need to. I'd be happy to hear.
We gotta go before the FinCom on the 10th.
Yeah, I'd be
With
okay.
the job.
No, I don't need to. I was just thinking that'd be a
Yeah.
great way to decide. But no, I mean, Nettie can tell us. She
Yeah.
can articulate it, and I am gonna contact Becky. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Becky. So when would that date be then? Should we? wait
Whatever.
for Lenny?
The same one.
One of those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all right, so
18th,
Now, remember.
yeah, 18th,
Nettie-
19th, or like the March 3rd through 5th, I mean, are the ones that we have kind of those afternoon.
Well,
18th,
Nettie teaches, doesn't she?
right.
But those are the after,
Yeah.
yeah, like when we have the evening times, so.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, anytime after 4 o'clock,
Which Wednesday?
18th.
Which, way?
18th.
how many Wednesdays?
Yes.
Wednesday, the 18th
Okay,
looks like a
just a second.
clear one for everybody in the
I-
evening.
Okay, wait a minute, 2:18.
That's true. Right?
Yeah, let me get into it too.
Yeah, I could do the 18th.
I just shut off my phone, so just a minute while I get back into it.
It would be good. I mean, the only person who is a full-time employee working during the day would be Lenny. He lives in town. I don't think Lenny's gonna mind. Whereas Dave, I think, doesn't live in town.
No, he doesn't.
But he could Zoom.
Yes, he.
True.
does.
So if we have the hybrid setup, then he can just tune in that way.
I'll let him know that too.
Cause that's how we do it, like when he gives select board
Okay,
updates.
so we're looking at
Okay.
2/8 Wednesday.
He's comfortable with it. I'm just
Wednesday.
thinking he might have documents to share and things like
Yeah.
that.
If he can, well, I can't do that if I'm posting down here. But if somebody has a laptop, we could plug it in and probably just host it on that.
Yeah, well, you'd be able to talk to him. Once we have a meeting scheduled, you can just talk to him, and if he has any documents or anything, you
Yeah.
could make.
Yeah, I could print them out that day and just, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or any of us can print them out, you know, I guess.
it's true.
Remember, you get to me, I can print them out.
Well, he might not even have them printed. He might have things that he gets from contractors or,
Gotcha.
you know, he might have things like this.
Yeah,
So I don't know
okay,
what kind of equipment he has in the highway department to convert.
I don't know, but we have the copier here.
Yeah, all right.
okay. So we're looking at Wednesday, the 18th.
Mhm.
And I'm going to need, you know, a time and all because I've got to get that. Let's see, it's gonna be 2 days before the time of the meeting. So preferably it would have to be done.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday during the day at the earliest, the latest, in order to get it, in order to have the rec time on the law, under the law. This has to be done posted 48 hours in advance.
Right. That's why we were all sweating bullets the other day.
That wouldn't be till this, like the 16th.
Yeah, you got plenty.
We've got a week still, like.
Yeah,
So we're thinking at our
Yeah.
usual time, 5 o'clock.
So we're just gonna put that as like tentatively February 18th
Yeah.
at 5.
Good.
Yeah, I just like to get it done or, as quick as possible, just so it's done and I don't have to worry about it.
All right, and then we're just gonna wait to hear, well, the assessment for the parking lot and more information about the curtain.
Right.
And yeah, that sounds good. And I guess, yeah, make some decisions about digitization.
Okay, then, we're getting a little late. Thank you all for everything today.
Yeah, I
Very
just
much
want to bring up
appreciated.
one thing if I could.
Go ahead, you may.
So I'm working on the schedule, the capital schedule, and given the deadlines we're looking at, what we're doing for the next month, obviously I'm not gonna get anything done, but I gave Dave a schedule, his schedule, he had not filled in the life of each thing, and I think his cost estimates, and he said he'd work on that, but I know it's gonna take a while. But what I wanted to propose was that we kind of put that in the back burner until we get through this process, and then maybe starting in March or April meeting, sit down and look at it and maybe bring people back in so we can talk to each department
Yeah.
head.
Yes.
Make sure we really get what they need because I got a lot of paperwork and I'm hearing a lot, but I think we really want them to make the
Yeah.
decision.
No, I agree.
So, who knows how long it'll take, but it take us into the summer, but then next year, hopefully we'll have that thing really buttoned up. And just wanted, and it's, people are deciding that that's important because that meeting when we talked about the grant for the heat pump
Mhm.
for the school and everybody was, one of the things that came up was we really need to look at a capital plan.
Mhm.
Capital planning committee really needs to have
Yeah.
their plan laid out for us. So I feel like there's gonna be some pressure on us
That's great.
to have it done. So
Yeah.
I'd really like us to get it done, maybe even before town meeting, but
Mm,
that's not necessary, I don't think. Only reason I say that though is if anybody raises it, I want to be able to say, oh yeah, we got that. But, we might have to say, yeah, we're updating it and we're close to done. We could say that, of course, but
Yeah,
play that by ear. So I just want to get that out there.
very good.
Thanks for working on that.
Thank you for working
Oh,
on it.
you're welcome. Yeah, it's not that, if you got the information, it shouldn't be that bad. But ultimately, I do want everybody to see what I'm doing before I get too far, because you might have ideas about what I've been doing. Like.
And something else, of course, we have to put in there ultimately when the decision is made on what they're gonna do with the old library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
gotta
see
go. in
Leverett?
there.
It
No,
was in the paper the other day. So they've been in their library 10 years. They still haven't figured out what to do with their old library yet.
really?
There's.
Got time.
Well, I don't know. My wife saw the article. She's like, sell the damn thing.
Right.
Like,
No.
and I'm like, no, people are gonna object to that. And she's like, there will be somebody somewhere who wanna buy it. Tell them they have to take it.
Plus, no, plus the fact, you'd better check on how we received it. There might have been a caveat in there, if it's not used for town purposes.
Statute of
Dot, dot,
limitations, no?
No. I mean, I can't remember if it was, wouldn't have been the old town hall, I bet it was Spear. That it was given to us with the provision to be used for the town, for something to do with the town. And if it wasn't, then it reverts back to the family. So you gotta check on that.
Did they
Well, there's a
still want it?
committee working on that. I hope they're checking on that. That's you, is that what you just said?
No, I said, I wonder if they would still want it,
I don't even know, I don't even know if it's
Fine.
still a family.
What was it,
Yeah.
1895 it was?
But
built?
there was a caveat on one of the two buildings, so I can't remember which one, because I had to research it when I was treasurer back in the 90s.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's something the committee should know about.
As I say, I'm not sure which building it was. I think it was that one, though.
And the only reason I liked my wife's idea was because it could help us buy all this other stuff,
Yeah,
right?
sometimes.
Sell it to Starbucks.
Old people would love that.
Well, I mean, what the heck, if we could get commercial property, I mean, one of the problems we're having with our budget and the reason our tax bills are going up is because we have no growth. We have no new growth because the state isn't going to step up, not anytime in the near future. And so it's growth. And, we had a bump when the Wheelock solar power went in 10 years ago. But there's been, what else is there?
Because all the other
Maybe if
solar power
Starbucks thought they
goes
could
down.
make money, a lot of people come through town on their way to UMass at 7 a.m. Get your coffee and your donut.
Got a meeting place
But
in
also
town.
the $12 an acre from the state.
Oh, it's obscene.
Is we could, I mean, the guys there on my road, his name? But the DCR guy, they're putting in a slash barrier right there on Town Farm Road, and they're getting ready to do it. And it's gonna be a 5 acre plus spot where they're gonna clear cut, and they're gonna take the debris from that and make a 20-foot wall barrier. You're gonna be able to see it from, everybody on my road is gonna be able to see it from that house.
10 years.
And we're getting $12 a year?
Yeah.
So it's like less than $60. They're gonna put this
How
monstrosity.
much they get? Plymouth, Mass?
Oh, yeah, that's the issue.
I mean, that seems like for that 20% of our town to be state land that we get $12 an acre.
So when,
It seems like robbery.
It is robbery.
when Aaron Saunders' assistant was here,
Yeah.
Aaron didn't show up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were there.
I was there. I said this whole speech to her. Yeah, I was so ticked off.
He's like, oh, yeah, that's not being talked about.
Yeah, that's what
None
I've
of the
heard.
stuff that brings revenue to our town is being talked about. And I've been hearing that from Rep Saunders for 3
Yeah,
years.
and I talked to Mindy Dahl on it. She talked to our Rotary, so I talked to her on it. Yeah. But she said it's
The
not,
planning committee's talking about like data centers, like
Yeah.
re-looking into that whole thing and bringing money in. That's not popular.
and that's not going to
No, in
happen.
fact, Mike DeCura,
Oh, gosh.
he had us do another moratorium on it, right?
Yeah,
Didn't we
yeah.
approve a moratorium
Yeah,
on
we
it?
did.
But Nate Murphy is working to get it back in on the planning committee. I mean,
It's worth talking about.
you know.
It's worth talking about. Why not?
you
We
know,
got a
let's talk about.
substation down on, they want to put it down on Pratt Corner Road. We got a substation they can lock right in.
It's not gonna flow into Atkins Pond, not exactly.
Yeah, that's, we're definitely living in NIMBY community from what I can
I'm
tell.
telling you,
Yeah, and so we pay a premium for that in our property tax bill.
yeah,
You do?
yeah. Anyway,
It's very frustrating. And you have more and more people going into classified forest land, classified recreation, anything reduce their tax bills. And it doesn't help us.
And the state has some bills out there right now to help low-income people maybe get more of a discount on their taxes. And if you
Yeah.
live in a town that your tax bill went up by more than 20% or something, they're gonna put in some provision that's gonna help taxpayers. But what they're not doing is
Mhm.
addressing the root issue.
Yeah.
And that is state revenues are not keeping up with education costs, and so we're trying to cover it with the tax bills.
Yep.
That's my soapbox.
no, we're there, right there with you. Dave.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that you all appreciate that. More people need to understand that, People saw their tax bills at Christmas,
Oh, yes, I know.
they weren't happy.
Do we want to adjourn like officially?
Yeah.
I make-
Okay, could I have a motion? Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Second.
Okay, so we have motion second to adjourn this meeting.
Aye.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Have a great
Excellent.
Meeting.